Hi, and welcome to the next in the series of live webinars where we explore how you can use Minecraft in education. My name is Simon Johnson. I'm a former ICT and computing teacher, and I have several years' experience working in education. And I'm also a Minecraft Global Mentor. I thought just a quick recap of what we've done so far. There will be a link at the end of this session to some of our other webinars that you can watch in your own time. So if you've missed them, you can watch them back at your leisure. So far we looked at game-based learning, so the importance of game-based learning, how it can be used in the classroom to support teaching and learning, and the benefits of game mechanics. We looked at Minecraft. What is Minecraft? How can you use it in the classroom? We looked at some curriculum examples. So we looked at some examples for literacy, numeracy, and computing and humanities. We had a beginner's guide to Minecraft where we explored some of the basic features such as movement and placing blocks to get you started. We also looked at some intermediate and advanced features in Minecraft, so exploring some of the NPCs and non-player characters, some of the education-specific features like the book and quill and the ability to take photos and export your work to OneNote. We also explored some advanced features like commands, being able to change the weather, to change the dynamics within the game to make it more immersive. And we also last week looked at some classroom management tips to help you using Minecraft and using games in general. However, in this session, I thought I'd use this opportunity to explore a topic that's really big and topical at the moment, and that's social and emotional learning. So in this session, we'll explore practical ways that you can use Microsoft tools such as Minecraft Education Edition to support and enhance SEL both in your classroom and remotely. So how do you leverage the power of digital environments such as Minecraft to support SEL? I thought I'd start by exploring what we mean by SEL. So social and emotional learning describes the mindset, skills, and attitudes and feelings that help students succeed in school, career, and life. Social and emotional learning seeks to improve students' decision-making skills, such as interaction with others, self-management of emotions, and rather than focusing directly on academic or cognitive elements of learning, we focus on skills such as self-awareness, finding a place, purpose in society, and also an awareness of social issues and things that's going on around them, both in the local community or on a grander scale. So there's two key areas of competencies that Minecraft addresses with social and emotional learning. The first one being social awareness, and the second being relationship skills. So from a perspective of social awareness, exploring worlds made by others across the globe, different countries, learners are able to perceive a multiple definitions of reality depending on the original word builder. Learners can also encounter a multitude of homes, environments, problems and solutions by externalizing their own perception of the world and internalizing others' perceptions. And we'll explore some examples of this a little bit later. It also allows you to explore relationship skills. So first of all, learners can build essential teamwork and communication skills when they build together. In the next session, we're going to be exploring in more detail how students can work collaboratively and also how you as a teacher can manage collaborative workspaces within games such as Minecraft. But learners can also build to trust in each other as they collaborate and respect each other's idea creations. I was working on a project recently in a school in Telford around a concept about the Iron Bridge. So the Iron Bridge is a bridge, as you can imagine, built of iron, but it was built during the Industrial Revolution. And it was built as a kind of like, look at what we can do to show what current science at that time could build. So they could build these amazing bridges built out of cast iron. And it's kind of epitomized the Industrial Revolution. So I challenge the students by creating a world represented to scale iron bridge to build their own bridge that represented the 21st century. So we had one group build a bridge that was a mobile phone that you walked across. Another group built a bridge that was like an Xbox controller that they could walk across, because that's what they related to. But what I found really powerful was that the team were working collaboratively via the chat. So you had one person automatically became a team leader, and they were posting instructions out to the group. And it sounds simple, but it's a good idea trying this with Lego. It's a great team building exercise. Have two teams build a Lego bridge, starting from different sides of the river, and try to get it to meet in the middle and also meet at the same level. It requires a lot of communication, and this was happening organically within Minecraft. Really powerful. But don't just take it from me. This is why Minecraft can support social and emotional development.
Hi, I'm Ainsley, a 10th grader. Did you know you can use Minecraft Education Edition to help students like me learn how to collaborate and communicate better, practice conflict resolution, and build self-awareness and decision-making skills? Let me show you 3 lessons that support social and emotional learning with Minecraft. Let's start with the Empathy Village. This educator-developed lesson builds empathy skills among students as they design and build houses to express their personalities. Then they explore one another's home, and at the end of the lesson, each student presents about someone else's house to demonstrate empathy and deepen their understanding. Another educator created the Empathy Education lesson, where students venture through the homes of families in need to learn about their struggles and brainstorm ways to help. Then they create a new home for each family using their ideas. Lastly, the Mindful Night lesson helps build self-awareness and mindfulness through skills through a series of quests through a medieval world. Students use the camera and the book and quill tool to document and reflect on their emotional journey. My friend Diego gives you a step-by-step tour through this one in a You Can Quick Tip video. Link in the description. What are you waiting for? Explore our SEL content pack and empower your classroom today. Create a more inclusive classroom with Minecraft and help your students thrive as confident digital citizens.
So educators can leverage digital environments to provide learners safe rehearsal spaces to explore identity and learn to make responsible decisions. For example, having learners learn how to accommodate the need for others when creating worlds in Minecraft, educators can find opportunities to develop deeper emotional literacy and introduce strategies to resolve challenges or understand perspectives. So let's have a look at some perfect examples. Before we look at the examples, a great place to start is the Minecraft website. So if you go to education.minecraft.net, do a quick search for social emotional learning, and there is a social emotional learning subject kit. Here you'll find lessons that you can download and also videos and ideas about how you can support children with social emotional learning using Minecraft. Also built into Minecraft is a subject library based around social emotional learning. So if I load that up now, so if I load up Minecraft and wait for the spinning wheel of doom, although I always wonder why it's a wheel and not a square, or block. So if I go to my library, so from my main menu, if I go to play and go to view library, and then click on my subject kits, you have all your subjects like science and maths and computing, but you also have an area dedicated to social emotional learning. So here we have a few lessons. So one of them I'll look at in a moment, the Mindful Night, but we have Active Citizen. I'll explore this a little bit later. This is a fantastic resource based around the Nobel Peace Prize that's only just been released. So this is fresh off the press. And we also have Mindful Night, which I'll look at in a moment, which explores mindfulness and Inspirational Island. And you'll also find some other resources that support social emotional learning in areas such as science. So if we look at extinction biodiversity, so awareness of social issues, so Arctic Adventure, where we explore the ice caps and the effect of global warming, and also the Extinction Safari. Again, I'll explore this one shortly. But the first one that I want to look at is the mindful night. So the mindful night introduces the idea to students of mindfulness and social awareness and self-regulation, and it teaches them some tools and techniques to help them with mindfulness. So if I go back to Minecraft and I go back to my subject kits and I choose social and emotional, I'm going to find my mindful night. Now, before I launch this and create my world, just to show you, built into these lessons, you have your lesson plan. So if I click on that, that'll take me to a web page. To take me to the education.minecraft.net, where I can download the lesson plan and resources. There we go. But also, for those of you that saw the session last week, you can also share this. So if you want to share this with all your students, you can click on assign and share, and you can share it as a Teams assignment, or you can share it to Google Classroom, or you can email a link to your students as well. You can also add some additional resources, so you can add a PowerPoint, a link to a website, or even a OneNote with more information. So for my lesson, I click on Create World. It'll take a few moments to download. So in this lesson, the students go on an exploration. So if we go to our wizard and right click, so it says, today is the big day. You're going to begin the night trial. My advice, talk to everyone you meet. You never know who might help you. So if we move along, there's numbers of characters to interact with. Here we have the Queen. If you right click on the Queen, it says, welcome to the night trial. To become a knight, you will need to find your armor, relics. This quest will not be simple or easy. You must master crucial mindful skills to succeed. Take these tools with you, the mystical camera and the book and quill. I click on accept, and if I wait, so I've got my book and quill on my camera. These are important tools, not just for SEL, but also for literacy and for students to record their journey. So at any point, I can use my camera to right click, so I can right click on the Queen and take a photo of the Queen. I can even place the camera on the ground, right click and take a selfie. And if I go to my quest journal and then right click on there, I have the ability to make notes about my journey along the way. So it's great for descriptive writing. So you can imagine you've placed the children in a survival world, them having to survive the night. Now I could go to the waterfall. I could write about the waterfall, how it made me feel. You've also got, remember this is fully immersive. I've turned the sound off, though actually I might turn it off on for a moment. If I go to my settings and then go to my audio, I turn it off during my webinars just because it gets a little bit annoying, especially when you have sheep and cows in the background or distracting noises. But as it's fully immersive, so you can hear the water, you can hear the rain when it rains and the thunder. So I'm going to go off to the woods. So with a book and quill, so imagine you're challenge your students to survive their first night in Minecraft and write about how they felt, what they did, what they saw, what they heard. Because I often say, how can you ask children to write about something they've never experienced? Because Minecraft's fully immersive, it gives them that opportunity. So the book and quill is really, really useful. All right, so I found my next wizard. So it says, want to know the secret of performing magic? Attention. I can't perform spells if I'm distracted, just as knights can't protect the kingdom if they're distracted. Naturally, our mind jumps from thought to thought without us noticing. Follow me to the tower focus for your first challenge. So if I click on the wizard and then click on the wizard again, I can make some notes. And when I'm ready, I can cast the spell. So as I'm gently floating in the air, It's asking me to breathe in. You can practice this with me. Breathe out. Breathe in. Great way to chill out at the end of the day, especially after a stressful day. So hopefully you're now all relaxed. And I now have an opportunity to reflect. So I can right click in my document and I can go to the first page and write about how I felt, what I did, and what I thought about when I was breathing. So when you stop and breathe and focus, sometimes thoughts will pop in your head, maybe things you've done this morning or things you need to do. It helps you recollect your thoughts. So you can use this opportunity to make a note of those thoughts. You can even post a photo in as well. So if I click here, there's my photo of the Queen. And then when I'm ready, I can go into the next challenge. So the next one is a pond of presence. And I have my next wizard. And here, it's about sitting up straight, relaxing and focusing. And making a mental note of the things around me. So click on ready. So it says right click to speak to the wizard. And all I need to do is right click. Okay. I need to get a bit closer. There we go. So follow the instructions on the signs to tune into the present moment. Try not to notice as many details as possible, colors, textures, shapes, volume, and try not to judge what you observe as good or bad. So I'm ready. So can you name two things that you can hear? So I can hear water. Can you name one thing you can smell? I can't smell it that much at the moment. Can you name four things that you can see? So we've got fish, we have coral, we have seaweed. And then when I'm ready, I'm done. I can go back to my journal and write about what I saw, what I felt, and anything that came to mind whilst I was composed. So the mindful night is a really nice activity that introduces mindfulness, social awareness, and self-regulation through a series of quests in a medieval world. Another of my favorites is Fairy Tale Reimagined. So in this lesson, students explore tales from Brothers Grimm or Aesop. And they're designed to provide an opportunity to mix world building with storytelling while using many of the Minecraft education tools. So it encourages learners to grapple with responsible decision making and also the concept of morality in these classic tales. I often remember I did a project with some SEN students whose reading and writing age was about that of an 8 or 9 year old, and they were 12 or 13. And the teacher was struggling to find a way to engage the children with reading and writing. And at the time, they're exploring the classic fairy tale of Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, there's several versions that have been watered down along the way, but they were looking at the traditional version of Jack and the Beanstalk. And the children role played Jack, and they completed the story. And at the end, I asked the questions about who is the hero, is there a hero, what is the morals of the story? And this one child turned around and said, well, I disagree with some of my friends. I don't think Jack is a hero. And I said, why is that? And he says, well, he climbed up the beanstalk and he met the giant's wife. The giant's wife was really kind to Jack. And Jack, I told Jack that to keep away from her husband, the giant, because he's very grumpy and sometimes ate children. But then Jack stole from the giant. So he stole the golden harp, he stole gold and the golden goose, or in this case it was the golden chicken. And then to finish off, when the giant was chasing Jack, he chopped down the beanstalk and killed the giant. And she said, in doing so, he made that lovely giant's wife a widow. It's quite powerful, and something we hadn't noticed when we read through the story before. Another one of my favorite activities is Extinction Safari. So a big topic at the moment is global extinction and how humans and development and production of crops and destroying ecosystem is also destroying wildlife. So in this lesson, students explore animals that are already extinct, but extinct partly because as a result of human intervention. Now this one's under science and not social emotional learning, but it kind of elevates empathy and social awareness. So if I go to my library and I go back to my subject kits, this time I have to go to science and go to extinction biodiversity. There's quite a few that explore social issues around global warming and animal extinction, but Extinction Safari is a really powerful one. So again, I can share my lesson with my students, I can assign it, I'm going to create world to show what this looks like. So this was developed in partnership with the Worldwide Fund, or the Worldwide Wildlife Fund. It's a science lesson that asks learners to explore a world of extinction and extinct species to collaborate around the current biodiversity crisis. Again, as I said, it helps the students to explore empathy and also social awareness. So here they start off in the cave. They grab themselves a minecart. It's almost like a roller coaster ride. So if I take my roller coaster, there we go. So you can see how immersive it is. Remember, you got all the sounds. I'm not sure I'd like to go on this roller coaster. So you can start to see in the background some of the models, skeletons of extinct species. Again, this is a great literacy activity as well. So you can ask the students to describe what they saw, how they felt. So they've got a not so woolly mammoth, so the mammoth skeleton. And I think that in the distance is either saber-toothed cat or smilodon. I think I should always put a motion warning sickness on this one before they do this. And then I have some NPCs that I can interact with to find out more about some of the animals. Here we have the smilodon and saber-toothed cats. And if we speak to a cat scientist, so you can see that here it talks about that during the Ice Age, the changing climate caused massive changes to the ecosystem, but also these changes in hunting by humans is believed to have caused the extinction of the saber-toothed cat and other species such as the mammoth. So it's a great way to explore animals that are already extinct because of climate change and human intervention, but also to start thinking about other animals that we know and love today that are a huge risk. And also explore ways that we can try to prevent this from happening again in the future. Another nice lesson to explore social emotional learning is shipwreck narrative. Try saying that quite quickly, shipwreck narrative. So in this lesson, students investigate shipwreck and then write a narrative about how the ship has ended up in that condition. So they must imagine who was on the ship, where was the ship headed, and also write the narrative from the point of view of someone else on that ship. So it could be the ship's captain or it could be a ship's crew. It's all about awareness of things around them and also empathy for other people and other characters. But probably my favorite of all the activities that can help support social and emotional learning is Active Citizen. So this is a brand new release, hot off the press. And this has been developed with Nobel Peace Prize laureates, and it's been designed to help children solve problems and learn key skills, then bring their vision of a more democratic, peaceful world to life through build challenges within Minecraft. So you can access this from several ways. You can access this from the website. I believe it's on the homepage at the moment, or you can go to the library. If I go back to View Library and go to my subject kits and go to Social and Emotional Learning, it's now the focus lesson. So here we have Active Citizen. And then create my world. So this is a great activity to helping children to understand their place in the world, but understand about social issues that don't just affect them, but affect other people. So children of a similar age in other countries. Got to put things into perspective as well. So we start off outside this magnificent museum. And we start by meeting the Minecraft version of Alfred Nobel himself. So he talks about how he used, how he invented dynamite, similar to Minecraft TNT. And off the back of that, he developed or created the Nobel Peace Prize to award people who embody curiosity, creativity, and the drive to be useful to others and to help other people. So I can either go straight to the build challenge and build something based on my learning, or I can visit the museum. So I'm going to start off by visiting the museum. There's several sections I can explore. So we can find out about Alfred Nobel a little more and about TNT or dynamite. And by clicking on the button, I can click on learn more and it'll take me to a website. It's been designed just for this activity, and I'll find a wonderful video.
How did the inventor of dynamite end up creating the Nobel Peace Prize? The answer may be a bit more complicated than you think.
If I go back to Minecraft, and as you can see, we've got lots of exhibits that I can go explore, so I can find out about what we have here. So we have, I'm not going to even try and pronounce that. I'm not going to embarrass myself. We have over here a story the students should be familiar with. And that's the one of Malala. So if I right click, she discusses how her home was in the Swat Valley and how it was a beautiful place before the Taliban came. And I can start my venture and learn about Malala's story. So if I go visit Malala, I can right click So she explains this is where she lived with her father, mother, and 2 brothers. And when the Taliban came, they oppressed her people and waged war on the military. So what she would like you to do as a student is to find her 4 hidden diary entries that tell her more about her story. So I click on OK and I go outside so we can interact with more characters. So here we find out that when the Taliban took over, they outlawed girls' education. They've already destroyed 150 schools and planning to blow up more. So it kind of helps the students understand and realise how they take for granted education. And we have a villager telling us not to be here. And we have to try to avoid the Taliban in order to try and find all the diary entries. Let's see if I can manage it. I'm never quick enough. But if I go to that chest over there, I'll find the first diary entry and I can read part of the story. And I need to find all 4 parts to complete the activity. And then when I've finished, I can go back to the main hub. So as I said, this is a great way to explore some really powerful moving stories and give the students an idea of a sense of where they fit into the world and the struggles of other people, especially those of similar age but have had different upbringings. So if you found this session useful and you want to find out more about how you can use Minecraft to support social emotional learning, or you want to use Minecraft to enhance teaching and learning, whether it's to support literacy or numeracy or introduce children to coding, there's a number of places you can visit. So first of all, I recommend going to the Minecraft official website. So that's education.minecraft.net. /ENUS get started. So here you'll find useful guides, you'll find all those lesson plans and resources that I taught you about, in particular those subject kits around social emotional learning. If you use social media, in particular Twitter, reach out to the team via @playcraftlearn. And also we have a continued series of these webinars. So next week we'll explore collaborative learning. So how you set up collaboration in your classroom using Minecraft, and also tips and tricks as a teacher, how to manage students working collaboratively within a game. And then after that, we'll start our subject series. So we'll be starting with maths. So how you can use Minecraft to teach areas such as area and volume, and perimeter, and scale, and probability. And then follow that week, we'll be exploring literacy. So you can use it for narrative and creative writing, for instructional writing. And then we'll continue the series looking at science, humanities, and also computing as well. So to find out how to access those and to sign up for those, you can go to the link aka.ms/Minecraft edu UK activities. It's not case sensitive, and we will share this in the chat, and we'll share this at the end of this webinar as well. We've also set up a new community for UK teachers. And you can access this via aka.ms/Minecraft edu UK community. So here you'll have access to UK specific resources. We've managed to map all of the Key Stage 2 curriculum for maths, science, English and humanities, and computing as well, to lessons. So we've looked at all the attainment targets, and we've linked those to lessons on Minecraft to get you started. You'll also find news and updates about build change and competitions, and we've just launched 2 awesome competitions with some really awesome prizes that you can join and take part in. And you also get support from other educators like myself, and also Minecraft Global Mentors who have been using Minecraft for years. I skipped it, but you can also, if you want to get certified, you can have to get certified in being a Minecraft educator. You can start by taking the Minecraft Education Edition Teacher Academy path. So here there are tutorials, lesson guides, plans that will take you through the basics of using Minecraft, in the classroom for subjects, and also looking at some of the key vocabulary as well. And then if you enjoyed this session, and want to know more, or you might know someone that you work with that will find these interesting, next week, so March 16th, same time, we'll be exploring collaborations I've mentioned before. We'll be looking at how to set up a collaborative world, how you can have children working together on the same project, the benefits and pitfalls, and also strategies to support and manage children working together. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next in our series of Minecraft education webinars.